say women suffer the most in relationships, but nobody talks about the kind of pain that turns a man silent forever. The type that changes his smile. The type that makes him build walls around his heart at a prison nobody can enter. This is the kind of story that makes a man ask if loyalty has an expiry date, and makes a woman wonder if patience can become a weapon. He loved her in a way that was almost foolish. He wasn't popular. He wasn't handsome enough to be noticed, and success was just a dream he kept chasing. But he had something rare, something money couldn't buy: commitment. He promised her, "Just hold on, I will get there, I will make you proud." And she waited until waiting started to feel like suffering. Her friends wore new shoes every week, new hair, new perfumes, travel for birthdays, showed us surprise gifts on Instagram, and she sat among them with nothing to show, no memories to post, just messages she reread for comfort. She tried to be strong, but love began to feel like a burden. And one evening, after a small misunderstanding, everything she hid poured out like fire. "All this time, what do I have to show for being with you? Even birthdays pass like regular days, no flowers, no gifts, nothing." He stood there, bruised by words that were not lies. He whispered, "I'm building us a future. Why does it feel like I'm building it alone?" But she was too hot to listen. She asked for time apart. Time for him to become the man he kept promising to be. He didn't argue. He didn't beg. He just felt something inside him switch off. That night, he learned a truth most men never admit. Effort is invisible until results appear. A man can give his heart, but the world only claps what's in his hands. Months passed. He focused, worked like his life depended on it, and finally, success came. Contracts, opportunities, comfort, life changed like a movie. And just when he began to forget the smell of heartbreak, she returned. Not with pride, but with tears. She said she fought to live without him but failed. She said letting him go was the worst mistake she ever made. He looked at her carefully and asked the same question that had been haunting him. "If I had stayed poor, would you still come back?" She shook her head, crying, "I came back because I realized your love gave me peace more than anything." Her words softened the pieces of him he tried to harden. They got back together. Love rebuilt itself. Soon they were married, smiling like the past never existed. But peace is fragile. The truth always keeps receipts. Just 3 weeks into marriage, he overheard a conversation he was never meant to hear. Someone jokingly mentioned a man's name, a name he had never had before, a man who once called her mine. His chest tightened. He confronted her at night, calmly, with just one question. "When we separated, did you open your heart to someone else?" Her fingers shook. She broke down. She confessed that she tried to fill the emptiness, and the man she ran to blinded her with gifts, attention, luxury. But behind his sweet voice was cruelty. He controlled her, insulted her, humiliated her. She said she left because she finally understood that love without respect is slavery. And then he asked the question that changed everything. "When you asked me if there was anyone else, why didn't you tell me the truth?" She cried harder. "Because I knew you wouldn't choose me. I lied so I wouldn't lose you again." He didn't shout. He didn't curse. He just stepped back because the pain wasn't about what she did. It was about what she didn't allow him to know. She took away his right to choose. She gave him love with a closed door behind it, a door she never allowed him to open. And just like that, the love they died to protect died again. Not from betrayal, but from a hidden truth she was too afraid to show. One lie, one fear, and the lifetime collapsed. To the men, if you were in his shoes, would you walk away or stay? Does her lie erase everything? To the women, do you think ending the marriage so soon is fair? Or was she only trying to protect what she loved? And to everyone, is love ever truly unconditional? Or do we all have limits we don't talk about?